My name's Chuck. I've had problems with my left and right knees. They started in 2002. The second knee went in 2005. The orthoscopic surgery was okay, but I started having problems walking. They prescribed medications, shots. Just wasn't working because now I'm ruining my insides. I'm taking a couple of Advil, every day to ease the pain. So when I went for I saw the advertisement for the stem cells, and I opted to go for it. And so far, this is my fourth month. Yeah, it's my fourth month. The knees are good. I'm able to go up steps. I'm able to walk more, and it was really kind of amazing. So I think moving forward, it's a good way to go. It'll ease the pain. I no longer can tell the weather by my knees because they used to hurt so bad. Yeah, and getting up and out of a chair, again, painful. So right now I says we're moving forward with this, and I'm looking for good results. I have 2 more months before I actually start lifting or anything like that, but right now everything's moving really well, and I feel really great. I was on, I think it's naproxen, which is an anti-inflammatory. I was on Advil. I was taking cortisone shots, plus I was eating Advil. So that's just to kind of get through a day. Start it in the morning, and then, like I say, when the pain got too much, I'm going to the doctor to get the shots, one way or the other. And they said that eventually it would be a knee replacement. Well, I'm not into having a knee replacement if I don't need to. So with the stem cells, and they're supposed to rejuvenate, I opted for this method, which again has come a long way since they've done it. The procedure took a little, an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. But other than that, it worked out real well. I can now see my knees. They're no longer like capped, like from inflammation. Makes a big difference. Right now I'm down to maybe about a 3, 4, something like that. But I don't have to take medication. I haven't had to take anything except for, I think, the second month. The one day it was bothering me, I took 1 Tylenol, and that was it. And I haven't taken anything since. So, to me, again, that's pretty impressive. Yes, that's why I say getting out of a chair, walking any kind of distance, it would flare up. So I would just do a little and stay out of, like malls. I never went. I, didn't do anything like that. It was everything was minimal. And I tried knee braces, and they helped somewhat. But again, with the inflammation that goes in with the joint, it starts to irritate again. And so you have to get off of them. You can either ice them or do it, but it doesn't go away. And then when you try to get out of a chair, you're in pain again. You're straining to get out, and it's ooh-ah. And the wife was even laughing. She's like, ooh, look at that, ooh-ah, ooh-ah. It's a song, right, left, right, left. So then it affects the way you walk. So the other thing I did is any shoes that I owned for 6 months or more, I threw them away after we did this. Only because they get crushed from you start limping and you shift your weight. So what happens with your shoes is they take a set. Well, get rid of them, get some new ones, and you'll notice the difference. Because you're trying to repair this. And if you go back to a shoe and you step on it and it kicks back to the back camber the way you were going before, you'll start to notice your knee will start to ache again. So get the new shoes. Other than that, everything's moving positively, which is great. The knees have not inflamed, and like I said, I do not have the pain, like even with the weather change like I had before. Everything is really slight. And that, for my age and the damage that was done on the knees with arthritis and, what was it, what do you call it, the cushion that goes in between them, the cartilage, that's wearing out. So really impressive. So I would recommend it. I think that you should give it a shot, especially if your next option is going to have an operation, But yeah, other than that, I'm doing good. So one morning I happened to be watching TV, and the ad came on. And it's the only time I've seen it yet, was the one time when I made the call and set up the appointment to go to the seminar. And after they talked about it and they showed you the pictures and stuff, I kept the one doctor probably about an hour longer. explained my situation, told him exactly what was going on, and wanted to know if they thought it would help. And he said yes. So that is when I decided that's what we're going to do. And so far, like I said, it's been really remarkable. I'm really happy.
Awesome.
I'm getting back to pretty much a normal life, normal walking. It's a pretty neat thing. You wouldn't believe it, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good thing if people would, give it a chance, try it. And the earlier the stages, the better off you are. Mine, it was bad. So we worked out pretty well. Dr. Purewall, I guess, did the work. He was a lot of fun. I mean, they know the business. They had the people in there. Then, like I say, the procedure was not, what I say, painful or whatever. They're right there. They make sure everything's comfortable, and they gave me ice packs. And so, like I said, I rested like the first 3 days when I was home. But after that, I started moving around a little bit because your knees are a little bit puffed from the. But other than that, you're fine. Once that starts going, a little bit at a time, and you're good. So I'm impressed. And to anybody, that's why I say, instead of getting an operation or taking these drugs and medications that actually eat your insides, okay, and like I was looking into cortisone, yeah, it's a temporary fix, but eventually it goes. And the shorter the span, the more damage is getting done. So if you go this way, your recovery time, you take it easy, follow the paperwork. You guys have it here. It works out. I'm living proof. Recovery time, even with knee replacements, is pretty lengthy, therapy. And then there's a whole bunch of things that you really are limited again to doing. I've seen where some people say that they're back running and stuff, but I've talked to other ones that they still have trouble walking. Then you're prone to infection, okay, because you're putting something foreign in there. Even, as the best they try still may not work, and you're going to have to go back for something else. This comes right out of my own system and goes right back in. So it should agree with it, It came from here. So yeah, I did not want to do surgery or anything like that because, like I say, recovery time, what was involved, fine, last resort maybe, but not yet. And right now, this is great. I loved going to a gym or lifting. It's fantastic. Those were things. Taking walks, like a beach is going to be a little rough. I haven't figured that one out yet because of the ground. But other than that, generally just basically getting around and doing things. It's a lot better now. Before, like I said, couldn't do this, couldn't do that, can't walk here, can't do anything for any length of time. It starts to bother you. Then, of course, then there comes the weight issue. Well, if I can't move, I really can't lose weight. And that's the first thing everybody says, And so far, like I said, I'm moving around better, I'm eating, I'm losing, I'm feeling a lot better, a lot of pluses. And I did not have to get anything surgically, whatever, like an operation and things like this, and worry about foreign objects being put in there yet. Maybe at a later date, but right now we're doing well, so I'm happy with it. If they want their mobility back, if they want the pain gone, if they don't want to turn around and have the medications tearing up the inside of them and giving them other problems for more medications, this would be the better way to go. It would extend their quality of life, and they wouldn't have internal problems either. My general makeup of things is to always be working, okay? No matter the hours, no matter what it was, I would do it. And so just over time, the general wear and tear on your system, you don't think about it when you're younger. You think, I'll be okay. But as time goes on, it creeps up. And then things start to happen. Now it's, what am I going to do? Because, like I said, you've either developed arthritis or you've torn things and they pulled stuff out. And so as you go on and the cartilage wears and arthritis sets in, you have another problem. Now what do you do about it? So this was my answer. And so far it was a very good choice.